Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to take advantage of the heat. I don't know how you can say that, taking advantage of it. I'm going to make a cold pasta dish, something you eat at the end of the day when you've worked all day and it's just too hot outside. A lot of times the only thing I want when I get done at the end of the day is like a cold tomato sandwich or some cornbread and a cold glass of milk. But I'm going to throw together a pasta dish, and it just takes, and I've already boiled it off. I got a box of rotini that I've already boiled off and run in cold water, and I've got a pound of ground beef. Actually, this is ground chuck that I sauteed off and letting it cool, because like I said, this is a cold dish. So you're going to have, let me give you all the ingredients first. So a box of pasta, I'm using rotini. You can use any kind you want. Spaghetti and fettuccine may not be so great, but any of the shaped noodles would be good. A ground beef or ground chuck. You could even use chicken in this, or turkey, whatever you'd like. 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning, and I'm using my own homemade. And I put that in the ground beef to give it some flavor. So that's already been put in. I got a can of black beans, a can of kidney beans. The kidney beans is already emptied and put in the bowl because I use this can to drain the fat off of my ground chuck. I got a can of corn. This is an 11-ounce can of corn, and it does have red and green peppers in it. I just thought a little bit more color to it. And of course, almost everything I'm making has my diced green chilies. This is it says a cup. I use a cup of cheese in it. This is 8 ounces, so we got a cup here. So we're doing good. And half of a purple onion. You can use a white onion, a sweet onion, whatever you'd like. And the original recipe calls for a cup of Catalina dressing, half a cup of sour cream, and about 2 tablespoons of taco sauce. But I found this Chipotle Ranch, Southwest Chipotle Ranch dressing, and I'm going to use that instead of making the other. But if you want to make it the traditional way, that'll be there. And I'll put that down in the recipe box below, or the description box below, and also on my website, gregs-kitchen.com. So I just got to get the onion cut up. And I like a little bit of chunk on the onions. I like the flavor of it, especially purple onions. So I'm going to give it about a 1/4 inch, just under 1/2 inch dice. And like I said, everything in here is cold. Well, it's cold once you get it cooked and let it cool, 2 of the items. But yeah, it's been... I apologize. I have been sick for the last week. I don't know what it is. It's not that dreaded C word. But even today, I felt great today. Today's the first day in a week that I started feeling good. And when I took care of the chickens, I went down. They're so spoiled. I've been cutting autumn olive leaves off the trees and giving them to eat because they've cleaned out their run. But today I took Old Red and went down to the end of the driveway, and there's some little soft weeds down there that they really like. I'm not sure what they're called, but they really like them. So I took my hedge trimmers down there and shaved them off the ground, brought them up here. As you can see here in those videos, they are just having a ball with that. They love their greens. 3 times a day I'm out there. I got at least 3 times a day. One time giving them their worms, which are the dried soldier fly larvae. One time giving them greens. One time giving them scratch. And sometimes just sitting out there and loving on them, which I've been doing for the last week because that's about the only thing I could do when I didn't feel good. So I got my can of kidney beans in here. I'm going to add in what onion I did not drop. And this is a clean tablecloth I just put on here. Sorry it's not completely long enough to cover the board, but I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of color here instead of just plain old wood. So I've got the onion in there, the kidney beans. I'm going to put in my pasta and my green chilies. And you're going to just throw this together. You can throw it in the refrigerator the day before, in the morning, before you get out working or going to work, and it'll be ready for you when you're ready to eat at night. Nice and cool dish. And I know this pan's a little, or bowl's a little large, but you guys are always laughing at me because I always use small bowls, and I get that from Mom. We both always use the wrong size. So I'm going to use a big one. And then I will transfer it to a nice pretty glass bowl for y'all. So let's get this all incorporated. I don't know why I'm using this little bitty spoon. Got all these over here. Now, I don't know if you guys can see it. I got my new little spoon holder over here. As you know, I've got the Dolly Parton skillets that we got up at Lodge Cast Iron Store. And she just came out with a little line. I think it's to probably just advertise or get ready for her cookbook her and her sister are doing. But it's at the dollar store, and these things are, I mean, these are very inexpensive. I think this was $4. It's got a hot pad underneath it that I've got sitting on. A little baking dish. You guys know I'm going to go get my Dolly stuff. I love Dolly. 3 little biscuit cutters, a pie pan. It says with the most powerful thing in the world is love. And that's what's also on her little spoon holder. A couple of these little towels I already got, I've been using. And a rolling pin. Let's see, get that out here and show you. Nice little rolling pin with Dolly. I won't use that. I think once we get the main cabin built, I'll have a little hanger on the wall for that. And what I thought was great, I call it her moonshine jug. Love to have this thing full. It's got her butterfly on the front and Dolly on the back. So just some cute little things to add to the kitchen. I thought I'd show you guys. You can get them at Dollar General, and I found them there. So if you guys want to get something cute from Dolly, very inexpensive, not as much as the skillets, but you know me and my cast iron. I was stopped at the cast iron store last weekend. I went down because I just had to get out of here. We had to get some relaxation and try to feel a little better. We went down to Dollywood and stopped and to the cast iron store, and I was looking around. I was really depressed because it's like I just got about everything in here I need. So okay, let's get back to this. I'm going to put in the crown chuck. And like I said, you guys can change this up and put just about anything in it you like for like a taco dish. Some people might like chicken butter. It might be a little bit healthier for you. For taco meat, or for your taco meat. Just going to bring all this together. It's already smelling great. And I'm already messing up my tablecloth. So I had to go get a different one because I got the other one dirty and I haven't done laundry yet. So that's all incorporated. I am going to add in the cheese. You're going to want to make sure this is cool because, sorry about my fingers, but they're clean. If you put cheese in when it's warm, it's just going to melt. So I'm going to add that in. It might melt just a little bit because that ground chuck had just come off. And you can add as much or as little cheese as you'd like. I don't know why, but this just doesn't look right to me. It needs something else. You know what? Tomatoes. I'm going to dice some tomatoes and put in here. I've got a pint that I got the other day, and I'm going to use those. So we're going to add to this dish. I was looking at it, it just doesn't look colorful enough for me. So I'm going to use these tomatoes. Unfortunately, I'm buying tomatoes at the store because, well, y'all know what happened to my garden. So I'm going to do a little video over on Cumberlachia Homestead and show you guys how to actually save seeds from tomatoes, because these are tomatoes, they come from Granger County here in Tennessee, and they have some awesome tomatoes. It's like strawberries down in Florida. You get them over in Sun City, Plant City, not Sun City Center, Plant City. But there's certain areas that have best fruits and vegetables that they grow, and Granger County has got some great tomatoes. So I'm actually going to take one of their red ones and one of the orange ones. I'm going to save the seeds from them because I think they're delicious, and I'll show you that on a video over on Cumberlachia Homestead. I'll put a link down below, and at the very end of the video there'll be on the end screen a link to Cumberlachia Homestead also. So if you want to check that out, it would really help me a lot because I'm trying to get that channel going. So go over there, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so when I put out a video you guys will get notified, because I'm trying to get that one up and going and do mainly cooking videos over here and do the other things out on the homestead with the animals and everything over on that channel. I know Mom's got a little trick for this, and I don't have any lids laying around here, or I would do it too. You've seen her over when she does her videos. She just puts this between two lids and slices down the middle and all fancy and cuts them right in half. But I'm going to take the time and just cut each one. Mainly because I can't find any lids. I don't see any laying around here. Now I don't want to go searching. I think this will add some good color. You could also put some fresh green pepper, yellow pepper, red pepper, just to add some color since it's a taco dish. And that one I'm just going to cut in half. That's kind of big. There we go. See, as Mom would say, make it your own. You can always add things to it. And I think that looks a lot better with some red color in there. And I am just flipping it out every time I stir it. You know what? I got this little dish here. This little dish isn't going to work. So we're just going to leave it back here. We're just going to leave it here in this large dish. And I'm just going to taste it for salt and pepper. It should be salty enough because my taco seasoning does have some salt in it that was in the meat. And the beans, of course, are packed in salt in the cans. So let me check it before I add anything to it. That tastes great. Okay. Now, you can either put the sauce on now, incorporate it in, which I'm going to do. Sorry, I'm talking with my mouth full. Or you can just put this in the refrigerator, cover it. When you get it out, let everybody put as much as they want on each of them on there. But you're going to use about a cup. And what is this? 16 ounces. So I got 2 cups here. So I'm going to put about half of this on here. What will be nice is the other half I can save, because the pasta, when you sit it overnight, it's going to absorb some of this sauce and keep not cooking, but incorporating the liquid from the sauce into the pasta. Alright, I think I need just a little bit more. There we go. Nice and dressed. Get our spoon and taste this. Excuse me, let me get an apple. And that's really good. And after it sits and all those flavors marry, it's going to be really great. So all you got to do is stick this in the refrigerator covered. Have a little extra dressing made if you make your own out of the Catalina dressing, the sour cream, and the taco seasoning or taco sauce. Have a little bit extra of that made also. That way tomorrow, later tonight, you can just add it in there to it. So y'all give this recipe a try. I appreciate y'all hanging out and waiting for me. I know it's been a while with getting sick and everything's been going on around here. It's been non-stop rain and just haven't been able to get a lot done. So, but we're going to have a lot more recipes out to you soon. I got a no-bake pie I'm going to be doing this week for you. And like I said, over on Cumberlachia Homestead, I'll have the tomatoes, how to save the seeds so you got seeds for next year. I've got flower seeds sitting over here drying. I've got some over in the window over there. I'm just going around collecting. I even collected some from Dollywood the other day. I don't think that's stealing, is it? They were dead, so I just grabbed them off the top of the plant and put them in a little bag. And we have some Dollywood cone flowers, which is echinacea. So y'all take care. Thank you again for stopping by my kitchen. Love you and God bless. Bye-bye.